I'm gonna introduce Margarita and Ananth. They are two students which are inside our two-year MSc. They are both into international marketing program, and Margarita is from Russia, and Ananth is from India. Hi guys.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Very good to have you, and thank you for your availability. I know that you have, I would say, a time which is kind of tough. So thank you to both of you to be with us today. And if I can start by just, if you can introduce yourself in terms of person and academic or pro background, if you have.
So yeah, let me start. Hey guys, I'm Ananth. I'm from India. I have completed my Bachelor's of Science in the year 2018. And during my Bachelor's, I have won the gold medal at World Championship in the final year of my graduation. Apart from that, I am continuously four-time national champion at the powerlifting. After completing my graduation, I have worked for several places like my first job as a marketing manager at Hariyal and General Mills. And after that, I started a NGO, non-government organization for the welfare of the underprivileged and poor students. There we fund their education and try to provide a better education to them. Apart from that, I am also an secretary general at my district sports association. So while working on all these positions, I came to know more about my management side, and there I decided that I want to pursue my masters in management in a program which skills and grow me as a manager for a better tomorrow. So here I am at SKEMA Business School pursuing my management degree.
Nice. Thank you for this introduction. And Margarita, as we are knowing a little
Hello,
bit
my
each
name
other.
is Margarita. I'm from Russia. I'm 22 years old. I have pretty creative background. I have studied international relations, and then I have studied fine arts. I have some entrepreneurship experience, and I had an art studio, which I marketed and managed myself. And then I realized that I want to expand my knowledge in marketing, management, finance, to be more professional and to achieve my goals in life. And I decided to go to SKEMA Business School, and I really appreciate the opportunity to study there, even with different background, and to learn new things.
Okay, thank you, Margarita and Ananth. I mean, we are very impressed about both background. And I have a question for you, and I'm sure a lot of students are wondering the same thing. Why did you choose SKEMA? So maybe Margarita, you want to start?
Yes, as for me, SKEMA has really outstanding reputation, and it's very, very known abroad. I really like SKEMA's approach about creating schools all over the world, which makes it really well known, and which helps a lot in looking for internships and jobs.
Okay, great. Thank you, Margarita. And you, Ananth, what did you choose? Why did you choose SKEMA?
The main reason behind choosing SKEMA that I am a person who always grow myself, expand my horizons. And when I first came to know about SKEMA, I came to know about that there are like 120 plus nationalities available at SKEMA and professors from around the globe. So it is a multicultural classroom. And in my classroom, I'm the only Indian. People are from Italy, Vienna, and Turkey, and from France. So all these things help me in growing as a person. I came to know about different culture, how people work in a several part of the world. Like people in US think differently, and like the people think in India. So all of these things help me in growing and expanding my horizons, and help me in making a better person for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
very interesting, because I mean you are both from different part of the world, and I mean Russia and India are not the same kind of countries, but still we see that the interest for School of SKEMA is there worldwide, and that's really a point underlined by all the students we are meeting, you know, like this intercultural part. And you may have noticed that with Ananth and Margarita, but also with the staff, the admission team. We are coming from all over the world too, and the professor Mike Hansen, who is from America. So we are really at the that's really the image of SKEMA, a global school.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you. If you can precise, like, how is the journey at SKEMA, and especially at the moment with for example, the COVID-19?
So, like, schema is always staying positive in the COVID-19. Like, I arrive at France in the month of September, and I visited schema on 15th of September. So from the very first day, schema always being positive and help us to being positive in this current pandemic situation. Teachers, Joachim, all the staff help us by sending emails and which we have to follow. They accept the different pedagogy to teach us in the class. Like, we have virtual classes, live classes, and physical classes as well. Apart from that, schema provides us the dispenser, mask dispenser everywhere around the building. So in the current pandemic situation, I think because of schema and teachers and all the staff, I find myself very comfortable in an unknown city. So all thanks to schema, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So thank you, Ananth. So I remember the first day. Correct me if I am wrong, but I met you on campus, and at your arrival, you were shooting a video, or you had your family on Skype at the same time. So it
Yeah.
was it was really nice. I remember that. And so I have a question for you, Margarita. So we spoke about like the intercultural specificity at SKEMA. SKEMA wants its students to be open to French and interculture. So what do you appreciate the most in France and on our campuses? So because you are both sitting in different campuses, so it will be nice to have both feedback on this question. So Margarita, maybe you want to start?
Yes, in France, I think I appreciate positive approach to life, which helps in absolutely every field of life, either in studies, work, or whatever. Schema really tries to help to integrate students. For those who will take either 1 or 2 years program, Schema provides French classes if you like, and the teachers are good. Other than that, we had a lot of help to find accommodation, and any questions that we had good communication, and the staff from Schema replied us really fast.
Okay, thank you. And you, Ananth, what is your feedback about that?
About schema, way of life.
About like
Culture.
about the culture, or what did you appreciate the most? What do you appreciate the most on our campuses about your life in France? Or what do you enjoy the most?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there are multicultural thing at schema always in my TD, in my class. There are people from different cultures, and trust me, they all are very friendly. They all support each other. We all try to understand our opinions on different scenarios, and this also help us in growing. Like, we know about their culture and they know about our culture on the same hand. Apart from that, from the day one, schema help us in learning French by providing the French classes. So everything is going way smooth in the current situation of pandemic. So yeah, it is very good experience here at France.
Cool. Thank you for this feedback. It's very positive also for us, working at the admission team, to have such feedback from the student, because a lot of students are worried right now with the COVID-19 situation, and we are getting a lot of questions also. On our side, what we can answer you is that the second lockdown in France is almost over, the life is back to the normal. Shops are open again. Campuses are open to students, so students can visit the campuses. The staff is already there, so you can see Pierre and I. We are sitting in office right now, so don't worry about this part. The situation will restart. Following the news worldwide, the vaccine solution are close to be found, and some of them have been found. So we are really not worried about the upcoming months, and we think the situation will be back to the normal. We get a lot of inquiries and application for January intake, and I'm sure we'll get the same number of interest for fall intake. Maybe Pierre, you have a last question for our students?
I would just say just to stay positive and to be patient for the opening of the restaurants and bars to be able to party.
How is so was you were you able to make friends during this time, Ananth and Margarita?
Some
How is it
connection,
going
or
for
yes.
you, the life out of classes?
Yeah,
Mm.
I have made several friends at SKEMA from the day one. I visited the gym as well in the initial month where there is no lockdown and there is no restrictions on the gym. So I visited the gym. I performed well there, so people got attracted by that also. Apart from that, I am like performing well in my class as well. So I have a lot of friends of mine right now. We all chat, interact with each other on video calls, on Teams, and in the last 2 months we have like 4 or 5 group presentation on different subjects, so another opportunity to interact with all the students of the class and making new friends. So yeah, I have made few good friends.
I also can add that I absolutely had an opportunity to meet new people and to make friendships. SKEMA is one of the schools in Europe which still really tries to make as much offline classes as possible. And even during the lockdown, the administration did their best to provide us access to SKEMA, to give us the documents to be calm about coming home. So we all had opportunities to meet some new people, to make some friendships. Also, some teachers put us to different groups in order to develop our cross-cultural management.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. So maybe a last question. So you are junior, but in few months you will be already senior. So what are your tips for the upcoming international students?
For me, I think it's really important to get to know some aspects of life in France before. For example, I'm from Russia, and we are used that our apartments are really warm all the year without any special efforts. But in France, it's not exactly like that, and French people have different approach to usage of resources and things like that. But I wasn't upset about it because I was aware before, and I just took more warm clothes for the house, and I spoke some French before. So it's important when you are ready for some aspects, not even bad sides of the country, just some aspects. You feel very relaxed and you don't have any negative experience about anything. I think French people, and especially in the cities where there are a lot of students or tourists, they are friendly and they mostly speak English, but it's always very nice to learn something in the local language of the country.
Great.
And
you,
usually
Ananth?
the winters are warmer than in Moscow, believe me, especially in
Yeah,
the south of France, in Sofia Antipolis.
Just an example to be ready, and then you feel positive and calm.
Well, maybe for Russian, not for Indians, guys.
yeah, definitely. So for me, I will say that always open to the new opportunities. France is a beautiful country. Try to roam around, make new friends. Always open to the new challenges, new culture. And yeah, one major thing which I told to every Indian student and every student coming from around the world, that try to learn some basic French. It will definitely going to help you.
Ok, bah merci then. Merci Margarita, merci Ananth. So I think we are coming to the end
Thank
of
you.
this session. It was very interesting. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you all the team behind the scene. We have all the marketing team who work a lot to make this event happen. And I would like also to thanks again Mike Hansen for his presentation today. And now you will have 15 minutes more minutes where you can ask question to Margarita and Ananth and chat with them. And again, if you have questions after this session regarding admission, don't hesitate to write us at international.admission with an S at skema.edu. And Pierre and I and all our colleagues from different parts of the world will answer your question, and we hope to see you soon at SKEMA. And Pierre, I will let you maybe the final word.
Yeah, I would just, as you said, like a big thank you to all of you, to all the participants, to Jan, to Michael, to Joachim, you, Margarita, and Anant, especially you, to have been available today. And yes, as Joachim said, if you have any questions or anything, many of us are having also WhatsApps and so on, so you can get a direct connection, and we can answer to all your questions regarding admissions. So thank you
Okay.
all, guys.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you
you.
very much.
Bye bye, and see you soon in France.
Bye bye.